Okay, so how many people could actually lead this meditation now? How many people couldn't lead it? You couldn't?
I would have to improvise a little bit. I remember a lot of things of what you said about the chakras and the senses.
Didn't somebody just teach it to you?
Yes, but then we sort of all meditated together and felt like we got into the space.
What now?
He didn't, know it like word for word.
I didn't get the verbiage that you.
It's not about words, it's about a sequence of feelings.
Yes.
Oh yeah, then I feel like it.
Yeah.
You can lead it? Okay.
Isa? Could you repeat the words that you used about the sound? I think you said all sounds merge into one sound, space of sound, the unstruck sound.
When you're in the center, there's only one taste and one sound and only one sight, only one feeling. And one more. What would it be? What? That's feeling.
Smell.
That's right, one smell. So, in other words, nothing would smell bad, and nothing would smell good. Sounds would also just be sounds. Sight would be clear. Hearing would be the sound of space singing. Feeling would be what we call love. Feeling itself would what we call love. Yakety, 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 yakety. See, that would be irritating if you were trying to listen to what somebody else was saying. You'd feel it was distracting. But if you're in the quiet, it's just another environmental noise. So if I'm getting quiet now, and I can hear the sound of silence, who else can hear it? Now, do you have the ability to turn the volume up and down? Yeah. So turn it up really loud. And with me talking, see if you can keep the sound really loud so it doesn't diminish that I'm talking. And then feel what you're feeling. Thanks. I'm gonna put it down here. There we go. It's a good feeling. It's a happy feeling. Now feel that feeling in your belly. And feel that feeling in your center. Feel that feeling in your root chakra, in your base. Get that dog some toilet paper.
She's got some. Yeah, she's feeling the face. What you asked us to do. That good feeling.
Now, while we were laughing, did the sound diminish? No. Can you feel the difference between that feeling in your base and your second center and your belly? You're an important person. You have a microphone. Anybody having trouble feeling the magnetic, pulsating, liquid core of the earth? Are you having trouble connecting their root with the core of the earth? Anybody having any trouble feeling the connection between the crown through the galactic center?
I have trouble with my heart up here.
Well, that's because you're laying down, right?
No,
You have trouble feeling your heart?
no, it's moving that energy from here to here. It's like there's blocks all around here. See the energy just keeps getting shifted all over here.
Do you have any trouble connecting here through the galactic center?
Yeah.
Are you just saying the part you have trouble with is connecting here to between here and here, or anything above your belly?
It's really, yeah, it's getting from, I used to just open this.
Can you still do that?
That wasn't a good idea. Just opening
Can you still do that?
Yeah. But this is closed up, and then this keeps getting deviated over here. Like literally, there's a physical.
If anybody can help her with this, give her an adjustment. Will you put her on the table and see if you can fix her? Yeah. Do you want to get fixed?
Yeah.
Well, she's got skills. Go lay on the table over there. From the bean bag to the table. Are there really beans in that bag?
I don't think so.
You need help getting out?
I had a whole session with Kundalini, and then I did Reiki, and I think maybe the circulation stopped in my legs, so I got off, and both my legs were paralyzed, my ankles collapsed.
So when you work with Kundalini, he's not able to clear from here to here?
We were working on a lot of the lower stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're going to get fixed now, so.
Actually, will stay with me better. She doesn't have to walk so far. Just right here.
Kundalini actually did. He put his fingers into my ears and completely unlocked my jaw through my ears. So that was good.
Okay. So now we're going to pair up with somebody that you hadn't paired up with before. Pair, two in a pair. Somebody you don't know. Are there any other people around? What happened to Sophia?
She just walked to the toilet.
Sophia opted not to do the detox.
Is she around?
I think she's on the line.
And she's doing all right. She's moving through things in a good way. I keep checking in on her.
So we've got you two face each other. You two face. Masa Miles, could you be a pair with one person over here?
Premdev is part for us.
Oh, Premdev. Okay.
Hey, please.
Now we're going to go through the exercise of looking in each other's eyes and Jim, do you remember the sequence of things we say? You remember?
I love you, I see you, I know you, I am you.
Right. Thank you, doctor. Okay, so look in each other's eyes, and the idea is to fully feel what you're saying before you say it. And then the other person, just pick one of you go first, and that person say, I love you. But fully feel it first, and then the other person nod your head when you really feel yourself, you really feel the other person feeling it and transmitting it to you so much that it makes your head move. Okay, go ahead. So let's see. So
Could you hear the sequence one more time?
say it again.
Sequence one more time, please.
Say it again.
I love you.
The words.
I love you.
Jim.
I see you. I know you. I am. I am you.
I love you. I see you. I know you.
I am you.
I am you. But
4 things. Yeah.
no,
Yeah, it can be. You don't want it to be. It doesn't have to be. This is the most people with angel wings that have ever been in one room, I think. Anybody remember where you start? The root. That's right. So draw your attention to your root at the base of your spine and feel that attention brings warmth. And that warmth releases the experience of joy. Joy arising from the root. And then feel the root connecting to the magnetic liquid molten center of the earth. Feel a vibration, a frequency happening between them. It gets stronger and stronger and stronger until they become one. Rooted in the human body is the same frequency as the magnetic molten center of the earth. And then arising into the second center, even more visceral feeling of love. And then arising into the belly and the experience of power. Rising into the heart, experience of connection. Rising into the throat, the frequency of truth. Rising into the center of the head, frequency of clear sight. Clear sight. And rising to the top of the head, the experience of knowing. Feel that beam of light is connecting the center of the earth through the root, the second, sexual, power, heart, throat, through the head, the top of the head, and above, connecting through the galactic center and into the vastness of all pervading space. And then feel your physical form as its spacious self. Feel your form as space. With the power of your awareness as the essence of what you are, ask yourself, could it ever be possible for me to ever be in a bad mood? If the answer comes back as yes, re-enter your form with a new understanding of what you are. Knowing, clear sight, pure awareness, truth, the word, pure feeling, power, love, joy, union with all that is. So I have a question. Who could claim that it's possible, knowing what you're knowing now, feeling what you're feeling now, to have a bad day? Is it possible?
With it, and it's still alive. So thank you.
So you set yourself free, and you set everyone else free, and then the possibility of having a bad day becomes impossible. There's no possibility of having a bad day in freedom, where you set everyone free and you set yourself free. Imagine, make a list of all the worst things that could happen. And then ask yourself, are you going to let any of that interpret your own mood? If you can go inside and you can feel what you are and the power that's in you, the possibility of anything out there affecting that is simply your choice. It's certainly not necessary. Once you've been where we are now, it's never necessary to go back to anything other than where we are now. Can you feel that? So is it possible for you to have a bad day again? You have to imagine, what would I have a bad day over? All right. We rest our case. So we had challenges here, and now we all get to go back into the world of a different kind of challenges. Just remember, little boxes on the hillside, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look the same. The little boxes are the little boxes in your head. Once you let go of all of that into space, let the walls become space, there's no voices talking to you. There's only the universal sound. You have all these little voices talking to you. That's the meaning of little boxes. Who wants to divide their consciousness into little boxes? Who wants to divide their sense of eternity into little segments of time? So unnecessary. Your mommy and daddy probably didn't teach you this. And that's why you're here. That's why we all come here, or at places like here, to learn this, to relearn this. And then we can make a commitment to be there for the beings who want to come into the world. And be in a world where there are mature beings who can hold the space for innocence never to be lost, to be rediscovered later. Where there's never any sense of a need to leave the garden, where there's some sense that there's anything here but the garden. And it's not something you leave, because you have people around you who hold that space until you hold it for yourself. And that's the commitment we all make to those that will come to the New Being Project. So there's never a sense that any child ever has to lose innocence again. Innocence is not something to be lost and regained. It is a natural state of openness that we experience together here.